Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you joined us today. Today we have a huge fruit stock up for you. Most of this fruit is going to be about a 1 month stock up, but we have some other things in there as well. Also, I'm going to be talking about thyroid health, curing your thyroid, healthy thyroid, promoting and healing thyroid issues, because I have thyroid issues, my husband has thyroid issues, so we're not medical doctors, but I'm gonna give you some healthy, whole foods tips and tricks that you can do to help promote a healthy thyroid. And we're gonna be talking about juicing. 2 things that you can juice every day or once a week if you want to, and it's going to fight off cancer for you. So that's going to be something that you're really going to stick around and watch to the end, so we can talk about those 2 things that you can juice to help your body naturally fight cancer. So here we go, we're going to jump into it. It's been a long time. We have been doing a pantry challenge for ourselves here on the farm. We used up all of our meat, and then our freezers were totally bare and empty, and we just restocked them. We did the same thing with our fruit. We used it all up, and our fruit freezer is now empty, so we are restocking it. So here we go. Let's just jump in. The first thing that we stocked up on, again, is bananas. And if you've been around long enough, you know my deal with bananas. I buy a whole bunch of them, put them in a box, put them in the pantry, let them ripen up, and then I peel them all, put them in the freezer, and we use them as smoothies. Let me just say that we use fruit very purposefully and strategically here in our family, because we do eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, so we have to be strategic with what we do, because there's 8 of us, so it cannot be a free-for-all. So these bananas would be just devoured in a couple days if I just let the kids eat them. So they go in a box, they ripen up, and then when they're ripe and nice and brown and speckly, we will peel them like you've seen us do before, and then I put them in freezer bags. You could put them in a plastic container, whatever, put them in the freezer. They're used for smoothies. Our primary way of using fruit here on our farm for our family is in smoothies. So every day, everybody gets access to a big fruit smoothie. Usually it's a green smoothie, so we're gonna be touching on that as well. So here's our banana stock up. So our only oil that we use in our house is coconut oil. We use that for any type of oil purposes, as well as making things and homemade things and things like that. But when it comes to baking, there's some recipes, guys, like cookies, that this really works well. So is it perfect? No. Does it have perfect oils in it? No. But it's good enough for us to use for baking those special things when that time comes. You can also freeze this. So if you're prepping, I would encourage you to go ahead and freeze some of this. But it's just nice for those special recipes where coconut oil alone will not work. So yeah, these are an exception to the rule. Next up, I'm going to be talking about carrots. These carrots were 66 cents a pound, and that is a great price. So we're going to be using these carrots and also these apples. These apples came in at just about $2 a pound, a little less than $2 a pound for these apples. And I got 5 bags because my plan is to juice 5 days a week during the week. So 1 bag of apples will get juiced and probably a couple bags of carrots. I got 5 bags of apples, 10 bags of carrots, because carrots are cheaper. Carrots were 66 cents a pound. Apples were almost $2 a pound. And it's important, if you're juicing, if at all possible, to use organic apples, because the skins, you don't want the pesticides that were sprayed on the skins. If that's not in your budget and you can't do that, it's okay. Still juice. Go ahead and use like a vinegar wash and wash down those apples and just go ahead and juice. Don't let that stop you from juicing. I did not buy organic carrots because they were considerably more to buy the organic carrots. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the organic apples, 1 bag of these, 2 bags of carrots, and everybody is going to get a little bit of that every single day. They are your 2 things that you should juice if you are prone to cancer, if you are prone to degenerative, like long-term diseases, heart disease, any type of long-term degenerative type diseases. Carrots and apples, you can look up the Gerson therapy and you will learn a lot. You can look up just juicing carrots and apples. That is, carrots, apples, and a green juice is the miracle cure for most long-term degenerative disease. So for those reasons, we're gonna go ahead and get back into it. It's been a couple of years since we as a family here at home juiced consistently, and my husband juices every day at work. So if you have a husband at work or you're at work, start a little juice club. I encourage you to do that. That's what he does at work, and it's a lot of fun, and everybody gets a juice and they all go in together on their veggies. So he juices a lot of different things. For us, we're just gonna be doing 1 bag of apples, 2 bags of carrots, 5 days a week. That's the plan. So let me hop back over here. I'm gonna save the cantaloupe. I'm gonna talk about that when we talk about thyroid health, but that's gonna be here at the end. So we went ahead and stocked up on our frozen fruit. Again, our frozen fruit is for smoothies. Number 1 reason, it's for smoothies. It can also go in oats in the morning, and it can also go as a dessert, but that's secondary to the number 1 purpose of this is for smoothies. So this triple berry blend, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, it just comes in at a great price, so we went ahead and stocked up on it. The other thing that we go through a lot of here on the farm are blueberries. These come in big 3-pound bags. They are inexpensive, and my kids love to snack on them and eat them as snacks, and then sometimes they'll use them in their oatmeal, or they'll use it like as a blueberry crumble or something like that, like a dessert, a baked dessert. The next thing we have to have on the farm are mangoes, because my super favorite, all-time favorite smoothie is a green mango pineapple banana smoothie. I have it every single day. It's so, so good, and I just love it. So we went ahead and stocked up on mangoes, and my plan is with some of this stuff is to go ahead and have the extras, start putting it in jars. I have to do a little research first and figure out how much I'm gonna take from the nutritional value. If I can my mangoes, I would be canning them only in water and using their own sugars, because I don't wanna add sugar to it. I'm putting it in a smoothie, but I'm thinking for long-term storage, putting some mangoes in jars and putting them away in my pantry, and then just not touching them unless if the day came where there weren't any mangoes at the store for a certain period of time. Then I would have some in my pantry. But anyway, this is my mango stash here. Talked about my carrots, my 10 bags of carrots. Okay guys, let's talk about a healthy thyroid, right? Thyroid disease, thyroid health is like a chronic problem in the US, in a lot of developed countries now. Thyroid problems, thyroid disease, thyroid cancers are like high on the list, right under heart conditions for issues that a lot of people suffer from. So I've done a lot of research when it comes to thyroid health. My husband actually had a thyroid problem that required medication for his whole teenage life and then into young adulthood, and he actually was tested about a year ago now, and his thyroid is totally healed, totally functioning 100% normally, as is my thyroid. And those of you who have been around for a while know that I suffered from a big, huge cancer scare, thyroid cancer scare, about 3 years ago, and we underwent massive changes in our home with dietary changes and what we eat and lifestyle and everything like that to help heal my thyroid. My thyroid always functioned normally. There was no issues with that, but what I had issues with was that I had big tumors or goiters on my thyroid. So I had 2, and one was extremely concerning. Long story, but I can kind of link that video if you want to go back and watch some of that and some of our story with that. But I don't have that anymore. It's all gone. Praise the Lord. I do believe in healing. I believe that the Lord healed me 100%, but we also were very proactive in what we did. So I'm going to share some things that I learned with you about thyroid health. You can take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to believe any of it. These are things that I incorporated, and here you go. I'm sharing them. Cantaloupe. This is one of the things. If you're trying to heal thyroid, cantaloupe is something that they recommend. You can go do all the research. I'm just gonna give it to you straight here, guys. But cantaloupe, if you can do it every day, wonderful. If you can only do it a couple times a week, get your cantaloupe in. So I have 5 cantaloupes here, thinking again that we're gonna be doing a 5-day, Monday through Friday, focused on healing, taking the weekends off, so we're not caught up with that kind of stuff on the weekends. But 5 cantaloupes, so 1 a day. Gonna be sharing that with my family. The next thing is pomegranate, and I did order a little thing of pomegranate. You can get whole pomegranates, and we've done that in the past, and just open them up and use them. Pomegranates are wonderful if you put them on your salad in the evening. It really just gives it a little pop, and it's just really wonderful. You can eat them any way you want. If you just want to put a bowl of pomegranates and spoon them into your mouth and have them as a little bedtime snack, you can do it that way. They're sweet, they're delicious. Pomegranate is an essential food to healing thyroid, okay? The next thing that I'm going to be talking about are walnuts. Walnuts are also one of the recommended foods for healing thyroid. So I always keep walnuts frozen in bulk in the freezer. We usually crunch them up, put them on some oatmeal in the morning, and that's how we get our walnuts in. You could also just crunch them up, put them in your smoothie, and let your blender do the work. But as long as you're getting in your walnuts, that would be a good thing. So we got cantaloupe, pomegranates, walnuts. The next thing I'm going to tell you might seem a little hoaxy. Take it for whatever it's worth. And I've gotten away from doing it, but I'm going to get back to doing it again. But one of the things that they recommend doing is buying a red plastic. These are just like a party bag or something, maybe. It's just a little cellophane plastic bag. And I have them, I got this size so that I can put a quart jar in it. You fill your quart jar with water, and you put your quart jar in the sun. Hey, when you're desperate, when you got tumors on your neck that are so big that you can barely swallow, you'll do anything, right? So you might be in that situation, and I've had people reach out to me recently and say, please tell me what you've done. So I'm just sharing it with you guys for whatever it's worth. Okay, pray, 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 pray. But I found this idea. Fill it with water, put it out in the sun. You can put it out in the evening, and then you don't have to get up early in the morning or anything. Let it sit in the sun. Your water, you want to put a lid on it, right? With the red cellophane on it. I don't know what and all that does. You have to look it up, and good luck finding it because it's buried on the internet. But let it sit there, and then after your morning time routine, you go out there, you get your jar of water that's been sitting in the morning sun like that all morning, and you drink that water. The other thing that you're going to want to do, which is recommended, is to be out in the sun in the morning and in the early evening as that sun is starting to set and go down. Those hours are really critical. They really help something within us biologically. I don't understand it all, with resetting our thyroid, with helping our thyroid to be healthy. So if you're not getting out in the sun in the afternoon, that's fine. Early morning walk, early evening walk as that sun is going down, enjoying that sun. Maybe it has something to do with your vitamin D, I don't know, but there's something to it. So that is something that I integrated into my lifestyle back when I was healing from my thyroid issues. So anyway, I just wanted to share that for whatever that's worth. 2 more things that I'm going to share with you for overall health, for anti-cancer health, for healthy thyroid health. I'm gonna share them right now. So if you've been around here a while, you probably guessed what I was gonna pull out, but these came in the mail yesterday. These are from Amazon. You can go straight to Sunwarrior if you would prefer that, and they run specials and sales on this as well. And they even have like a subscribe and save type thing if you wanna have reoccurring deliveries. But they make a couple different types of green powders. You can look into it and see which one is the best one for you. But this green powder, I do 1 scoop of this green powder every single day in my green smoothie and 2 scoops of this Sunwarrior. I do the Protein Classic Plus in the vanilla flavor, and there is just a multitude of healthy superfoods, vitamins, minerals, just healing things in these 2 powders that I cannot get in my daily diet. I just can't. So maybe if you can, great, go with that. That's awesome. But for me, being a busy mom, homeschool mom, farm life, all of that, it is so much easier for me to have the greens in a powder form than to try to juice the greens. I've juiced greens in the past. It requires a bulk of greens to juice them, and I just prefer to do it this way. It's just efficient, fast, all that kind of stuff. The other thing that you're gonna wanna do is have a big salad every night for dinner. Those greens, mixed greens, are going to be so good for you. If you haven't found a salad yet that you like, I really recommend those shredded salads from the big bulk stores. They come in a bag, they're all included, they have everything in them, your broccoli, your cabbage, collards, all your things, and you're like, oh, I don't like any of that stuff. Trust me, you'll like it when it's shredded up in those bags. It's so good, and it doesn't have the leafy kind of texture that most salads have, that most people do not enjoy if you're not a salad eater. So I encourage you, if you're not a salad eater, go get 5 bags. Just do it through the week. Just do a Monday through Friday. Get 5 bags of salad and just commit to having your dinner with that every single night. If you can't make yourself eat a bowl of salad, put the salad on the plate in the bowl first, then put your food on top of it. Put your rice or whatever dinner you're having, put it on top of the salad. All those juices will flavor down into the salad, and you'll eat that salad, and you know what? It'll be a lot less traumatic for you, and you'll be able to get that salad down. And before you know it, your body will start to crave those greens. Those greens are essential to your healing, as well as a good green juice powder. I cannot recommend that highly enough. The apples, the carrots, the green juice is going to be really, really, really important, guys. So these are things that I'm passionate about. You don't have to agree with me. You can totally disagree with me. That's totally fine. We've been doing this for many years now, and it works well for our family. So without further ado, I'm gonna get all this frozen stuff into my fruit freezer, and I was just really excited to share this with you. I think another thing that this here says to me is that it's been probably over a month now since we've been to the grocery store. We have plenty of meat, we have plenty of vegetables, I have a garden full of salad. I don't have to buy salad anymore. I have all of my dry goods in my pantry. The thing that we are missing from being self-sufficient at this point, if you will, is fruit. And we have 3 beautiful fruit orchards that, Lord willing, are gonna produce a lot of fruit for us this year. So if they do, I'm gonna be able to freeze that, dry that, preserve it, can it, and we were gonna be moving as a family more towards that self-sufficiency, sustainable, I would like to say, more than self-sufficient, but sustainable lifestyle, where I'm not going to be relying on the big box stores to provide me with our fruit, because then it's going to be organic, it's going to be natural, it's going to be way fresher and higher quality. So I'm really excited about that. And we did attempt one more time this year to grow carrots. So if we can get sustainable on carrots, I'll be like, glory, glory, hallelujah. But we do live in Texas. I don't think Texas is friends with the carrots, but we're trying it again. We're trying it again. We planted another bed of carrots, so maybe this will be our year for carrots, but it just helps, guys. When you bring in your groceries into your house, you should be evaluating, you should be thinking about those things, you know, okay, how can I grow these things or grow replacements for these things, right? I can't grow mangoes, okay? I can't. That's a luxury item that I would have to live without, right? If the chicken poop hits the fan, I would be living without mangoes. But I can grow replacement to mangoes. I could do pears, right, say, and I have plenty of pear trees, and I would just have to succumb to a pear banana smoothie, right? I probably can't grow pineapple down here, but I could preserve a bunch of pineapple and have that in the pantry and have that as special treats and things like that. So we love you guys. We appreciate all of you subscribers. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to go check out our shop, TheTexasBoys.com. It's restocked with fresh, raw honey. So go check that out. There's some awesome products over there. Go check out your aprons, your farm aprons. Don't forget, it's garden season. We all need big pockets to put all of our gardening tools in and gardening things in. So I know I've been living in my apron lately. So go check out those aprons over there. And with all that said, I hope you have a super blessed day, and we will see you next time right back here on the farm. Bye, guys.